How's it going, Parker? Only had I think 5 points in your last two games. You got 16 tonight, closing in on the scoring record. Just how good do you feel about not only tonight's performance, but about breaking the record over the next three?
Yeah, so regarding tonight, I felt really good going into the game. It was a little windy tonight, but had a good warm up and everything. So felt good going into all my kicks, and it was really just want to shout out to the whole offense of getting us down close into the red zone. I mean, kicker's never gonna complain about 4 red zone field goals. It was a pretty easy day, honestly. Nothing really over 40, so felt really good going into everything, and I think got 11 more to go. So would be cool to break that. So hopefully we can kind of keep scoring and keep winning games.
Mike Uva.
Hey Parker, we hear in football and just sports in general all the time about how players sometimes will use things that maybe are said about them or whatever, and use it as a chip on their shoulder. As a kicker, I mean, obviously this latest National Kicker Award, the finalists that came out, you're human. You obviously see stuff like that. Is that something that you use as a chip on your shoulder? Or you kind of just brush that off naturally?
No, definitely chip on my shoulder. Like when that came out, I knew what time it was coming out, and I looked at it. I was like, "Yep, no respect." Figured. So the whole game, I was kind of thinking about that. It was kind of in the back of my mind, like I'm going to show them. I think I belong as one of the top guys in the country, and I'm going to prove that every week.
Colin Taylor.
Parker, I think you just tweeted it. How much fun was tonight for you and the team as a whole?
A lot. But yeah, no, it was a blast being out there. I mean, that was up there. It was one of my favorite games ever, I would say, over the past 5 years. I mean, that was just such a good team win. We played great football. The whole team. I'm sure Coach just talked about. That was a good clean win, and just nothing feels better than that. On our home field.
And I guess how can you kind of maybe use this as special teams as a team as a whole to kind of propel you into these last 3, knowing you need just one more game to get to a bowl?
Yeah, so we have our sights set on winning the next 3. But yeah, special teams, we've done a great job this season. I think as a whole, Coach Limbo's been great. I think Kai punted the ball okay tonight, and I think we had a decent return or two. So it's definitely a weapon for us, something that we spend a lot of time on in practice. So we're just gonna keep going like this, just keep improving, and hopefully the wins will take care of themselves if we just play clean football.
Ben Portnoy.
You've been on bowl teams in South Carolina. You've been on a 9-win team. You've been on 2-win teams. I mean, just on a night like this, the way that this year has gone, I mean, what does it feel like as a locker room, as a team, and I guess just in terms of where this program's headed? I know it's your last year, but how does it feel walking off a field after a game like this?
Yeah, it's awesome to be a part of something like this. It's kind of almost surreal a little bit. Going back to my first season, I wasn't kicking well, but it was. That didn't matter because we were winning. So it all kind of winning cures everything is kind of what we say. So the past couple of years of me kicking okay or whatever, but we'd walk off the field with less points than they got. So it was always just kind of a sour mood. But yeah, I've been kind of telling the guys the younger guys that haven't been to a bowl, how much fun the whole experience is and how awesome it would be to go win a bowl game. So I think that's going to be big motivation for us going forward.
All right. Thank you, Parker. Appreciate it.